What's up, YouTube? So, just wanted to do my 3 month business update. I know it's a little bit early, but we got some vacation next week, so I figured let me just knock this out now. I don't think anything significant is going to happen the next week or so. So, business is still doing good. I'm now approaching, actually, no, we've hit, broken through $20,000 worth of sales, so that's exciting, right? A lot of products moving as I slowly expand and whatnot, so it's been a lot of fun. As you can see, my English product inventory is going higher. No, I'm not going out to stores and pulling off the shelves. I can't, even if I wanted to, right? Between kids and my regular job, this is not going to be a thing. So what I've had to do is I'm searching Facebook Marketplace. I'm finding people who are selling sealed collections, lots, and just offering, hey, you know what? If you're selling this lot, you got $1,000 worth of stuff. I'll pick it up, say 800, 850, right? Give about 80, 85%, and just taking all of it, and that's kind of how I'm doing it. So, each box I sell, I'll make maybe like $5 off selling one of these EBTs, right? I'll try to buy, hey, you got like five, I'll take all five, for $10 off. Because if they're selling for market, I'll try to negotiate a deal $10 off. So when I sell it, I'll bump back up a little bit. I'll make like $5. Um, so that's how I'm doing that, right? It's a hustle. I try to keep that stuff in, but it is what it is. For Japanese, it has slowed down a little bit in terms of the sales. Part of it, I'm sure, is probably the summer slump, so I'm not too concerned about that. Um, what I have done is I've been able to focus, instead of having to have so much capital reinvesting into reordering and getting that product, I've now added singles to the site. Same thing, right? Just going on Facebook, trying to find people that are offering good deals, negotiating, trying to get some of that. Now, TGC Direct has been down. I didn't really want to do eBay or TCG for sales, only because they take like a cut 10 and 15%, right? I think TCG players like 12 or 13%. And I just don't want to have to pay that, right? So even if TCG Direct wasn't down, I don't want to be paying those fees. Now I get it, right? If you're doing volume, uh, it's not a big deal. You have access to a huge audience. That's obviously part of how people are making their business work there on eBay and TCG Player. I want to try to do it through my site, right? I'm doing decent selling sealed, so I want to try to add that offering because I'm not looking to make a huge killing here, right? If each month I can make a couple $100 in profit, hey, look at that. We can go to Legoland, SeaWorld, something like that. So it's kind of a fun side hobby. They get some fun stuff, and that's about it. So I'm not worried about trying to do huge amounts of volume to the point of being a level 4 seller on TCG Player or anything like that. So, long story short, I got some singles. They're up on the site. In order to do the inventory management of it, because I'm not using TCG Player, right? It'd be like Binder POS or something like that. I had to find something that would work. Now, there are a few products out there. They are pricey, right? So I didn't really want to pay a whole lot of money, considering it's going to take me some time to kind of build up the market that I have for singles. So what I found one, it's relatively new, called Sort Swift. Swift Sort, let me see. Sort Swift, right? And so they're relatively new to the market, but it's pretty cool. It's like a la carte type pricing. So basically, you kind of go on there and you can kind of pick and choose. They have collection bundles or whatnot, but I really only needed like scanning and inventory management with Shopify integration, right? I wasn't worried about buy lists. I wasn't worried about all these like import export file type management and whatnot. Um, you can check it out. They have a whole bunch of different things. But you can a la carte the services that you need, right? So I wanted, like I said, scanning, inventory management, and Shopify integration. Integration. I think so that cost me, I think it's about going to be like $15, $20 a month, and I'll get 500 scans a month, which is more than enough for the purposes that I'm using it for at this time. So the one downside is it doesn't seem like they're really able to handle the Japanese scans yet. Those aren't coming out very accurate, if at all. English is fine. There's a bunch of other card games on there. I haven't checked them out to see how accurate it is, but if you're looking for something that's affordable, I would highly suggest checking them out. I use their chat function, which connect directly to one of their co-founders and founder. I don't know who, but they were chatting with me online with like 30 seconds, answered all my questions. Super helpful. So check it out if you're looking to do. Like I said, obviously English Pokemon is what I use it for, so they have the databases for that. But I saw listed on there. There was Lorcana. There was Magic. I think I saw Flesh and Blood on there. But there's a whole bunch, right? So if you're looking for something that's more affordable, check them out. Ask and see if the particular TCG product you're looking for is supported. And if it does, great. Check them out and see if it works for you. It's been working out great for me. I'm sure there's some things that the other larger players have that are maybe better, more fine-tuned, more accurate, more user-friendly, wherever the case may be. But for $20 a month, yeah, I think it's hard to beat that kind of deal. So for someone at my level, and maybe you're starting small and you're at that level too, $20 a month is affordable. 100 plus a month is not really feasible for some of those bigger players. So that's what I've been doing. In other news for the business, so lots of back and forth. I don't know exactly what changed a whole lot, but I finally got the Google Ads issue all sorted out. So Google Ads account, Merchant Center, those are all back up and running, all reconnected and good to go on that. What I had to do, because originally before I kept trying to do the what do you call it, like where you send in the automated report saying I don't agree with this issue, whatever, and it wasn't really getting anywhere. They would say, oh, we reviewed the account, we still see some policy violations. Would never say what it is. So I finally emailed them and kind of had some back and forth. And this was after I went through the verification process with Shopify. And I kind of sent those emails to them and say, look, I did it, verified everything with Shopify. I'd like to try to get this issue cleared now. And then they emailed back and said, okay, yeah, you're good to go. Your account's in the clear now. So I don't really know what changed. I made some website tweaks, but that was about it, right? So I don't really know beforehand, like, it's kind of weird, right? Had Shopify not temporarily suspended products pending verification, had that not happened, would I still have been able to get through and get everything cleared up with Google? I don't know. So maybe in a weird twist of fate, having to jump through those hoops and kind of having a mini heart attack when Shopify did that to me last month, maybe that helped me kind of clear this hurdle too. I don't know. But at any rate, Google Merchant, Google Ads account are back up and running, so that's great. Unfortunately, I kind of lost, some of the AI-driven analytics and data that I had running from before. So I kind of have to get that engine back up running again, let it run for a few days, and kind of figure out, the targeting and all that. But at least it's back up, so that's great. I can start running my ads again via Google and hopefully drive some more traffic here. Real happy about that. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, I got today's August 1st. Mega Symphonia and Mega Brave came out in Japan. I do not have them on release. I could have. It was a conscious decision not to because of the tariffs hitting today. So I have a separate video talking about the tariffs. Long story short, they take effect today. Up until today, if I wanted to pre-order any of those products, I could only get them by the case. The case prices were over $1,000, which meant I would not have been able to fall under de minimis, and I would have had to pay 15% on top, right? So just for the sake of quick argument, if each case was $1,000, it would have cost me an extra $150 in tariffs to get each one of those cases, which meant roughly, another like $13, $14 add to the price of each individual box. Didn't want to do that. Didn't think I'd really be able to sell it. I think I would have lost money on that right now. So I opted to just wait. Last night, once the pre-order period ended and I could just do normal ordering, I ordered just individual booster boxes, a few of each, and I'll continue to do that for the next couple of days, kind of boost the inventory up, keeping myself under the $800 level. So by next week, I will have Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia available for sale online. So that's exciting, right? Goodbye, Scarlet Violet, and we're in the Mega Block. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where things sit right now. Let me know your thoughts if you're in the business too. If you're growing, where did you start from? Where are you at right now? What challenges have you faced? If you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. Like I said, I've only been in it for a few months, so I don't know how much I can offer. But if you're looking to start your business, I'd be more than happy to help you out. And if you have advice for me, I'd be more than happy to hear it. So until then, take care.